remember that you should always listen to the news, but you shouldn't take the news as word. Like you take the news and you formulate your own opinion. Don't watch the news and then go tell somebody like, oh, this is what's going on for a fact. Like what's going on right now with Trump in Harvard. Don't just go and be like, oh, Trump don't like immigrants, so he is trying to, get all the immigrants out of Harvard, or he is trying to get all the immigrants out of the U.S. Do more research, because it's just not that black and white. Like even with Trump taking away the funds from Harvard and saying that he is going to give it to trade schools, like do your own independent research on that. Don't just take it and run with it as word. Do some more research and then formulate your own opinions. When it comes, like, I'm on the side, even though there might not be sides, but I am all for money going to trade schools because of a personal bias, and I went to a trade school even though I didn't graduate. Um, I would love to see people, go to a trade school because it is cheaper. I went to a trade school for 2 years and I was only in debt for like 22K or 23. It really don't matter. And I didn't have to pay any of that back because my school shut down. My school shut down. But even with that, like, if especially like if it's some high paying field, I will always suggest you go to trade school over, like, if being a doctor was an actual trade school, not like being a nurse. No, like being a nurse. uh I would suggest you go to, I don't even know if being a doctor is a trade school or not. I'm just speaking right now. But if it is a trade school, like, kudos, because you get to focus on that one profession instead of a lot of other things. But I went to the Art Institute because I love to draw. If I took it more seriously, uh, it would have paid off right now. Like, when I was getting close to the end of high school, I was like, I don't know what I want to do when it comes to my career. I just know that I like to draw. Like, putting a pencil to paper was my forte. But I didn't like painting. Painting was ass, and other art forms to me was just ass. But the thing the thing that can help a lot of people out is information. And when you lack the information, um, you start making like crazy decisions. So, like, if I had the information, like, putting pencil to sheets, um, is something lucrative. Uh, Even at the time, like before I even got to college, um, like, I would do things here and there for money, but I wasn't looking at it like, oh, I can just take this seriously and keep doing it for money. It was just, I'm doing it for money here, But it's got it has to be another way. You can pretty much do anything for money. Now is what I learned. You just shouldn't do anything for money if you catch it. After like I went and I passed. Like when I went, I was like, I went with the mindset of, I just want to draw. So anything else, I was speaking down on until, I started learning other things. When it came to graphic design, I was like, oh, this isn't that bad. Or, this is better than what I thought it would be, or something along this lines. Except when it came to painting. When it came to painting, I was like, no, because it's tough. It's tough to blend when I paint, and that's just a thing of lack of practice. Um, Outside of that, I just didn't take it seriously, uh, or I didn't take it as serious as I should have, and that was my biggest downfall. Like, I'm telling you, this is for me because I'm pretty much skating through without taking it seriously, and the things that I am not passing is like, if I just take it a little bit serious, I would I would get a B. But I'm not taking it serious at all, and I'm not passing. And then it rolled into the second gear, and I'm like, man, this is just school or whatever, and it just like downfalls from there, and that's how I pretty much get into the working world. But if I had a different mindset, I could have did something differently. And for that reason is why, I developed the mindset that I do now, where it's like you can do the hard thing right now and get it over with. Because if you do the hard thing right now, then later on, life will be easier. Like, you will still have your ups and downs, but life will be easier than if you did not do that hard thing that you were avoiding. Uh, you see, uh, like in my story, if I would have just applied myself a little harder, then I would have been in the field, or I would have had a degree in graphic design instead of, kind of being in the field, not kind of being in the field, but being in the field, the graphic design without uh, the degree, because for whatever reason, they look at you differently when you have the degree instead of, your creativity. I can't say for whatever reason. Uh, college is like, um, college is a like one big test with a lot of tests. Like the biggest test is to prove that you can do it, or that you can do whatever it is. But you have like tests as far as schoolwork when it comes to college. So the big test, like when you graduate, like your grades don't matter. Like you never get hired onto a job and they ask you if you were the top of your class or if you were the bottom of your class. They just want to know if you graduated or not. Or like you can ask anybody, like even completing high school, they don't ask you for your high school diploma. They just want to know if you graduated or not. Um, that's kind of the overall message that I want to deliver. Like, have your own opinions and do the hard thing right now. Having your own opinion just makes you seem like an intellectual. People, you would rather hear somebody with their own thought than, to hear somebody else's thought. Because people can tell the difference between your own thoughts and thoughts of others that you were just regurgitating. And then doing the hard thing right now, even if nobody else notices, like, oh man, he really did the hard thing, and more like 10 out of 10 times that the hard thing will benefit you. Um, and it's really not going to benefit others. Let me not say it. 10 out of 10, it will benefit you. Uh, 10 out of 10 times, doing a hard thing will benefit people around you. Like, close knit, whether it's like family or like, whether it's like your family, like your mom, dad, sister, brother, or whether it's like family, like your wife or kids. Um, Doing that hard thing will benefit them, like immediately because you've already did the hard thing, or you're doing the hard thing right now and they are watching you complain and do this hard thing, which is going to make them also complain and do their hard thing, whatever that hard thing is, and they're going to do that hard thing because they watch you do that hard thing. Go out there, get your own opinions, go out there and do your own hard thing. And I will talk to you guys either later today or tomorrow.